for our Week 12 picks and preview. Also with a little bit of recap of Week 11 that I think you're going to enjoy. Of course, we are joined by your commissioner, Dadshaw, and our special guest of the week, scoring the highest amount, 156.3, is the man of Lou. Welcome back, sir. This is your second trip on the show this year. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing good, doing good. So, obviously, your matchup went to your matchup went into Monday night. When did you know, or when were you comfortable that you had won your matchup?
On that last Kansas City drive, that was when I was comfortable.
Last one?
Yeah. I don't know. Probably was a little sooner than that, but it was deep into the fourth quarter until I felt comfortable.
I was a little earlier than that.
You never know. You never know with Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, they could have had a big fourth quarter, a couple touchdowns. I mean, 2 touchdowns to those guys, 24 points quickly.
Yep.
But
especially
when
if it
Mahomes,
was 80-something yard touchdown pass or something.
right, when Mahomes threw that pick, that's when it was over.
That's when it was over.
It was Swifty touchdown. Or shit, it was over before it even began. You already had a huge lead going into the game.
The old Swifty helped things out pretty good bit.
Yeah, my luck, he was going to be injured on the first drive.
All right. Any questions for the man of Lou, Bradshaw? Are you ready to jump into the recap?
No, I mean, what kept you going all this time? Like the last few weeks, it's pretty dark, right? Like 5 straight losses. Is there anything that you turned to that motivated you to keep you competitive, keep you fielding the team?
I'm not a quitter, so there's that. But the last couple of weeks they've been dark in the fantasy realm, especially to lose an 80-point game by like 3 points. That sucked too. So I mean,
all right,
yeah, but yeah, it's been dark, but the outlook has been Jefferson's coming back eventually, and I was just praying to hang on long enough, and I don't think I held on long enough. I needed a few things to bounce my way, but I'm gonna try and finish strong. Make sure I don't finish last.
Hey man, you and Wes could have the same record at the end of the season, so don't even. Stranger things have happened.
Hey, we got the same goal. Don't finish last. Don't finish last. All right, so we're going to jump into the recap here, but we're going to do things just a little bit different this time. We have a special little video that we're going to share, and we'll just roll the clip.
Okay.
Here we go.
I got a feeling that I'm gonna run the table the rest of the way. The rest of the way. Y'all all joked about my pick at the draft, but I think Kamara is going to save my season. Put Metcalf in there where, that flex spot.
Interesting. Yeah. The day I start taking advice from you is the day that I nuke this league. So,
I mean, I told you I'm running the rest of the way.
Running it.
That's just getting cut.
Except I'm not wearing a gay crown.
Well, you don't have one because you haven't won a championship. But
Ooh.
Did that came out? I'm sorry, my bad.
It's only year 2, bro. Only year 2.
How many did you have in year 2, Wes?
2.
I'm trying to help Bradshaw out, and he just keeps throwing me under the bus. I'm gonna have to start getting good at this since I'm gonna be on here every week.
Because I'm gonna need one for week 14 or 13, I think. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go against everything I have been doing, and I'm going to pick myself because there's no way that Hunter is going to run the table like he claims he is. And I want to be the one to stop the train. Call it. Beep, boop, 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 beep. Stop the train. Stop the train. Thank you.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend. You haven't seen a win since back in week 10. Your team is garbage, and you're extremely bald. And as for your prediction, you were sadly wrong.
So what'd you think?
I give it a 10.
Dude,
I wanted to do a whole lot more, but yeah.
that's a good start.
All right, so that's the beginning of our recap. To finish it off, let me turn this down here. All right, Raising Pete's Kids rises to first while overcoming the White Devil, who falls not back to hell, but to 6th place. McCorm Storm falls to what feels like hell in 12th place from being beaten by his baby mama, who has risen to 9th. See what I did there? I used hell and risen. You like that? Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? And the devil. Genius. In Bradshaw's favorite match, JLK loses his 4th game to your mama, falling 1 spot to 2nd, and your mama up to 5th. Mahomes and Garden will have better days ahead, losing to the man of Lou, Default, putting him in 11th, and Maato in 10th. Bye week Yash wins another game over Bill. Yash is currently in 4th, and Bill's sitting in 8th. Yeah. And you already know what happened with me and Hunter. So we will jump into this week's picks. All right, John, go ahead and start us off with your first pick 'em.
Well, this is going to be a pretty tight matchup, I think. If Hill has a decent game, but overall, I like Butthurt Billy in this one. CJ Stroud and Dell playing against Jacksonville. Yeah, I think they're gonna have a good game. And New England should have a good game as well against the Giants for his defense. So I think them three are going to be the big turnaround. So I'm taking Butthurt Billy in that one.
Taking old Bill.
Yeah, and I hate both of them because they have all the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You have all the good quarterbacks, all the backup quarterbacks.
Who you got, Dadshaw?
Yeah, I agree with you. I have Billy in this matchup. Part of it's because I can't pick Pete, but part of it's because I think his team already peaked. Hurts and Goddard was a dangerous stat. Goddard's out. Hurts is playing on one leg. Tyreek's dinged up, going against a hell of a secondary. Puka in Arizona also dinged up. Holton Cooper Cup gets back. And then Hollywood Brown's his other flex. Yeah, not too much going on there. We do know Billy's following Wes's team architecture by being very one-dimensional when it comes to one team. So CJ Stroud, Tank Dell, and Nico didn't get it done last week, huh? He lost. So as they go, he will go. It's in Houston, so I think that's a bump. Jackson's got a pretty good defense, division game. I honestly don't think these guys are going to hit projections this week, but I think Billy's going to win.
Yeah, I don't know too much about how Hurts is feeling. Tyreek Hill, haven't heard too much about that there. So I'm just standing on, that I presume that they are healthy, just going up and down it. And I didn't even notice that he had Nico and Dell in, Okay. I do like the stack. Obviously, that's how I like to play fantasy football. I do like some of the players on Pete's team, but at the end of the day, some of the players cancel out each other. I think McCaffrey's the difference maker, and I am taking Bill also. Clean sweep, Bill Perryman.
All right. Second matchup of the week to review. White Devil Billy versus McCorm Storm. Mikey losing a heartbreaker last week. White Devil Billy also lost.
Flexing on.
Looking across the board here, White Devil's got a 62% chance to win, projected to beat him by 14. Lamar versus Dak. I like that Chargers game for Baltimore. I think Devontae against KC is a tough one. Thielen against Tennessee. I don't like it. Bijan, New Orleans, don't like it. Ooh, Ty Chandler in the starters. I thought he should have played him last week. I like that play. I really like OBJ in the flex to stack with Lamar. Again, I want all I can get of the Chargers, any matchup they have. Billy did underperform last week. Looks like he's got his full complement of running backs back, but that didn't matter. Dak versus Washington, kind of a down game. Yeah, I'm going to stay chalk. I'm going to go White Devil.
Taking the old devil. Yeah, I like both the quarterbacks here. I don't want to like Thielen. Like, man, he's old. DJ Moore has Justin Fields back. Godwin against Indy. Devontae Adams against Kansas City. Don't like that. Unfortunately. Sorry about that there, Mikey. Eckler at Baltimore. I don't think he's going to hit his projections. Brian Robinson, don't think he's going to hit his either. Derrick Henry at Carolina. That's probably going to be a little nasty. Do what? Well, it's not at Carolina, but versus Carolina. Excuse me.
No, you called him Robinson, but Mikey has Bijan.
Oh, is it Bijan? Oh, my bad.
Bijan.
My bad. Bijan Robinson. That's right. Yash has Brian Robinson.
They are interchangeable, though, which is kind of sad. But
they are. That is very sad. The Ty Chandler last week, I was surprised at how well he did. I think he's going to hit his quite easily, sharing it with Madison. George Kittle, he's been on a little bit. I like him better than Ingram at Houston, but I like Kittle anyway better than Ingram. Jonathan Taylor at Tampa Bay. I don't know. I'm not going to go one by one. You've already done pretty much all that. I am also going with the devil in this one. Sorry, Mikey.
Yeah, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet in this one as well. Dak Prescott's been playing like a man possessed. I think he'll keep that up. And I'm going to take White Devil because I'm also mad at Mike for picking up the quarterback that I wanted and just putting him on his bench.
Don't burn your waiver wire priority, and that won't happen to you.
Well, at least he didn't burn his waiver wire on a kicker.
That did happen.
That did happen. There you are. There you are. You're back.
Okay, good.
All right, so moving on to the next
Dude, I can smell your beard.
We have JLK and CDzNuts. What's up, JLK?
What up?
I'm glad you're here for this. So we got Baker. We have Baker Mayfield and old Jared Goff. Goff is actually at home. I think Goff has a better upside there. Diggs at Philly. versus CD Lamb. CD Lamb's at Washington. Good Lord, what that guy's been doing. Antonio Brown, what is actually wrong with him? Is he hurt? What's the deal there?
Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown? Is he on my team?
Excuse me.
I thought he took off his shirt and left the league like 2 years ago.
He did. He did. My apologies. The brown guy that's on
You having a
Philly.
stroke, Wes?
Oh,
Yeah, AJ Brown, bro.
you can't say that.
That's
The
two
brown guy on
people.
your-
Yeah, I might have to cut that out. AJ Brown, is he hurt or what?
No, he's fine.
He's fine. All right.
Fine.
Versus Jordan Addison. It still remains to be seen if Justin Jefferson's going to be back. I think Brown's going to have a good game. Kyron Williams against Arizona. I think that's a good lock. Jalen Warren at Cincinnati. I'm hoping that's not a close game so they don't run it very much. I hope Browning comes in and just, goes scorched earth.
He
That
will.
would be awesome.
On bench.
on your bench.
Yeah. And Justin finally gets to start old Charbonnet. Starting old Charbonnet
Yep. Thanks, Christy.
against Alvin Kamara. Then, of course, Dalton Kincaid, or should I say Dawson Kincaid, so I can get another name wrong. I love that guy. I wish I had him, but I don't. Against Logan Thomas at Dallas. I don't think that's going to be very good. Mike Evans at Indy. I think that's going to be successful. Garrett Wilson, nothing to say there. HarrisonButtKicker.com. Always a good play. And Danny Amendola's cousin kicking for Houston. Cleveland at Denver. I think that's going to be good. I got Cleveland in my other league. And Tennessee at Carolina. Everybody against Carolina is going to be good. This matchup is locked up at 122.07. And I think old CDzNuts is going to turn it around again in week 12 and take it down.
Dang, I did not have picking against Justin on my bingo card. I don't think Wes has ever done that before.
I'm gonna whip your ass when I get back to Savannah.
What you got, Lumen? We got 2 minutes, man. Make your call.
I am going to also pick against Justin and take the Browns. The Browns, I mean.
The Browns? The Browns.
The Brown
Who are you
Browns.
thinking? Let's see. Nah, Justin is who we thought he is. This will be his third straight loss. God, I wish it was true, but it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Bradshaw.
He, I do like Kyron coming back. He'll be on a pitch count though, so he should get a solid 6-8 points.
No, he won't.
Charbonnet, as they say across the pond. Yeah, a rookie going against San Francisco defense. I'm sure that's a really smart play. Hey, remember that time that he started Jordan Mason? And Wes is like, that's a good play. He'll be a good running back
Yeah,
too.
5 days before the game started. Sure. Yeah, I remember saying that.
But yeah, I don't think Philly's going to give up too much to Buffalo. I think that team is imploding. So I'm glad Justin has 2 players from that team on there. You will never hear Baker Mayfield slander coming out of my mouth. So I like him. He's not going to outscore Goff, but I like him. Yeah, just for the sheer reason that I want it to happen, it won't. So I'm picking Justin.
Picking Justin. I like it. Hunter going down 2 weeks in a row.
So did you pick him or did you not pick him?
He said he's
Oh,
picking
I talked
Justin.
shit about his team, and then I picked him.
Oh, okay. Because
Hunter's going down like
Was
he does every
confused.
day.
Down, down, down.
putting the eyebrow back on.
Jim Brown.
All right, so in this one, I'm going to take bye week because he's not really the bye week anymore. I like Josh Allen this week. Bijan Robinson. I like Bijan Robinson in this one.
That would be Brian.
Yes,
Brian.
it's Brian Robinson. I like Ferguson. So, Amon-Ra could have a good Turkey's Day. So it's gonna be a tight one, but I'm gonna take Josh in this one.
That's a good point on not calling him bye week anymore. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Because you're right. He's not. He's killing it despite Wes wishing against him every week. I'll let say I'm ready for him to start losing again.
I am.
But yeah, I don't know. He should change his name to like Big Boy Bracket Bye Week because that's what he's gonna be. um, um, but no, good rundown, Lumen. I agree. I think B Rob in this matchup is gonna have a sneaky good game. I know it's a hell of a defense, but I think it'll be above projections, which isn't much. Third Ferguson also in that game should be good. I really like Shaheed. I've had my eye on him. If my team was just a little bit like shittier and I could actually pick people up from the waiver wire, I would have picked up Shaheed. But yeah, we're a notoriously famous fan of Christie on the show. I think her core is too good. I think Fields is back. I watched that whole Detroit game and he looked awesome. So if that guy shows up in Minnesota, I went from Christie being the favorite to win the losers bracket to I hope she doesn't make it to the finals because that team's going to do damage. But Christie wins. Going away. Not even close.
Yeah, and as much as I have been saying, yep, Josh, it's time for you to lose again. I did want to kind of take you this week, but then you're going up against Christie, and she is on a hot streak, hot roll, whatever you want to call it. She's that 4-7, that's a mirage. She's in ninth and been climbing every single week. She's on a tear. She's coming back. And I like her team up and down. Josh has got some good pieces. I think we're all fortunate that he does not have Nick Chubb. Speedy recovery, Nick Chubb. It is not too soon. I'm not saying I'm glad he's hurt. I'm
not over it, man. So
I understand. He's a good dog. I'm just saying. Josh would be absolutely dangerous if he did have Chubb, I think. But I am taking Christie as well.
All right. Find me some divergence. Let's see. Coming to Lisa versus the Legend. Better Mahomes and Garden versus the Champ. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I think it's going to be fun to watch this real time with Lisa because I take the liberty to talk smack to Lisa on behalf of whoever she's playing just to like keep her entertained. I'm sure she hates it, but just in case Wes is inactive and doesn't let her know, we'll keep it going. But all right, let's check it out. Herbert, Allen, of course, Chase. You still feeling good about Chase?
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Huh?
I'm good with Chase. I mean, I'm not. I like that he went down from 19 to 16. He's probably a top end wide receiver too. But I don't think all season's over because Burrow's gone. I think he'll be okay.
All right. So there's a little bit of homerism there. Not a lot of truthful insight, but I feel you.
Hey, Browning was fantastic at Washington. He's going to have a full week of practice. He didn't look good against Baltimore. There's not a whole lot of people that do look good against Baltimore. I think we'll get a little bit closer to what Browning actually is this week. I'm not saying the guy's going to be great. I'm not saying he's going to be as bad as Will Levis has been last couple of weeks, but I expect him to be better than Levis.
Yeah, I feel a bet coming on there. Washington, like the college Washington, like he was getting college. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I went in and watched some of his highlights.
That's going to translate to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I went to watch some of his highlights on what he can do. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that he's going to be great for all the receivers, but hey, he was a mobile quarterback. What did he get 40 or 50 rushing yards last week? So I mean, he's going to be able to pick up some short first downs. He's going to be able to scramble. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the kid can do.
Nice. I mean, I'm going to be rooting for him 100%. There's no way I'm rooting for Pittsburgh in this matchup. So I hope you're right. But what are we talking about? Oh, yeah, Lisa. DK, Pollard, that's a good tandem. Pollard projected to get 16. That's hilarious. Although he had a good week last week. Probably his best week.
Yep.
Connor, who'd she lose? Oh, old doubtful Kenny Walker. Mahomes at Las Vegas. Yeah, I feel like they're going to come out and just destroy them in Vegas. Everybody's going to be pissed about the way they've been playing. Lisa wins. Sorry, champ.
I take Lisa too.
Yeah, no, don't be don't be sorry to me. There's a very important game for me that is going to make or break everything. I have 5 players, including my kicker, in the Chargers Baltimore game going. I think Mitchell should be pretty good. I think Flowers will be pretty good. But unfortunately, I'm going to give the nod to Christie as well because I don't think Herbert and Allen are going to be fantastic against Baltimore. Hopefully they'll be mediocre, a little bit better, but I think that would be the deciding factor. If they were playing somebody else, I'd probably be able to keep up with Mahomes and Kelsey, but against Baltimore, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. So I think I'm taking Lisa as well.
What do you think,
Well,
John?
Well, I just don't want to be the same as y'all on this one. No, so I'm going to take Wes in this one.
Hey, thanks.
I actually like Herbert and Allen. They're gonna have to throw the ball a ton to keep up with Baltimore. So they may not be the best of looks, but I wouldn't be surprised if Allen has 13 catches. Maybe for 101 yards, but still 13 catches.
13 catches would be great. I think it's going to be like 13 or 15 targets. But hey, 13 catches would be absolutely awesome.
He's only playing the first 13 plays, right? And then he's just a decoy after that.
That's true. He has been known to do that.
Who?
Keenan Allen.
What are y'all talking? Have y'all even watched football this year?
Can you tell me what that letter is under his?
I've been watching a lot of hockey, actually.
Nice. There it is.
All right, into our last matchup with the 2 that have joined us this evening. Dadshaw versus Default, or the Man of Lou. He has many, many names. So let's go up and down this one by one. Matthew Stafford at Arizona against Derek Carr at Atlanta. So this one's pretty easy for me here. I like Matthew Stafford at Arizona. Before I move on any further, what's the update on Cooper Kupp? Is he going to be good? And Puka's questionable too, right?
Yep. Both sore. Cooper didn't practice today. Puka was limited. So
Puka was limited. Well, yeah. I'm still gonna go with Stafford. I think those guys are going to play. They have until Sunday at 4:00, so it's not like they're a Thanksgiving game. Kyron Williams coming back is going to be good for Stafford as well. Darrell Henderson was serviceable while he was out. He wasn't great. Royce wasn't either, but I think he's going to benefit from Kyron coming back, pitch count or not. Brandon Ayuk versus Calvin Ridley. If CJ Stroud shows up and the rest of that team shows up, they are going to have to throw it a lot, but I am not a believer in Calvin Ridley after that last week 1 or 2. Brandon Ayuk is the only other player other than McCaffrey I would like to have on San Francisco's team. Pittman, I also like, but I do like Downs. Downs being in the game is going to be good for Pittman. I think I have said that in another previous episode. But Downs back and healthy. I would not be surprised if Downs outscores Pittman in this one against the old Tampa Bay Buccaneers. ETN versus Singletary. How many bad weeks has ETN had this year? 2?
Yeah.
I think
2.
that's it.
And Singletary is coming on strong. And just take a quick old look-see because I'm not aware. Jacksonville is 18th against the run. Singletary has looked very fresh, very, very good the last couple of weeks. But unfortunately, I'm going to give ETN the nod simply because of talent. Singletary's done well the last couple of weeks. I don't think that he outperforms ETN. Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, man. I obviously have David Montgomery. Gibbs has been coming on strong. Swift had a good game last week. But Gibbs ain't going away. I got to give it to Gibbs as well over DeAndre Swift against Buffalo. Even though it is Buffalo, Swift is going to have a good game, but I'm giving it to Gibbs. Sam Laporta, I don't need to say a whole lot there. I've liked the guy all season. One more time, hopefully the last time. Kudos once again, Bradshaw, for getting Laporta. Cooper Kupp, if he plays, I think he's going to absolutely smash. Justin Jefferson, I really don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to play? We think he's going to play. I think Cooper Kupp will outperform him. Kickers, about even. Hopkins, he may not get a whole lot. I don't know against Denver. Depends on which.
Field goals in Denver, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. I do like Miami against the New York Jets and New York Giants against New England. That'll probably be okay, but I'd want somebody else. I like Miami over that. There's just too many in this matchup where I got to give it to the old Dadshaw, so I'm taking Raising Pete's Kids over the Man of Lou.
That's it. No, that was a good rundown. I'll just touch on a few of the storylines that I think are fun. Downs versus Pittman. I like that analysis. I think Pittman will start the game off at 4 for 40, and then Downs will pop a 70-yard touchdown, right? And then Pittman will check up a little, and then Downs will pop it. So yeah, I think you're right. I think he's probably got a good chance to outscore him. And hopefully it is a shootout. I like that game. Swift and Gibbs on the same line. I think that's fun. I don't know if my team is better or worse with Swift to this day. I know I've won a couple games against Wes, especially with Gibbs getting the heavy lifting done. I don't think Swift will. But Laporta bought his jersey as soon as I could. A legit fan. Cooper Kupp. I don't know. I'm gonna have the cojones to leave him in because all my bench plays. I think Saquon, Christian Kirk, they're 1:00 games. I don't know. I'm gonna wait till 2:30 to pull Cooper Kupp or to hope he plays. So more to come on that. But as it stands, I'm picking Lumen. I think I got a sneaky good feeling that he's turning it around. And I know I say this all the time, and it sounds cliche, but I honestly never mind losing to Lumen. If it has to happen, Lumen's the guy to lose to. So good luck.
Well, I appreciate your vote of confidence. I always appreciate your insight. I do like how you strategically placed all of your players against my players. Kind of our trade players against each other. I caught all that. No, I mean, I don't think I'm going to have the power to keep up with you in this one, especially if Cooper Kupp does play. I don't think Justin Jefferson's going to play, to be honest with you. I think he's going to sit another 2 weeks, and come back after he's run my entire season. But I'll stick in Khalil Herbert if that happens. I'm hoping Dameon Pierce don't take too much work away from Singletary this week because he is healthy. But I mean, you should win this one and win you another championship this year.
Oh, thanks, man. Would it make you feel better if I played Tua and Barkley over Kupp and Stafford?
No,
because I'll do it for you. I'll do that for you.
Keep your lineup the same.
This is the lineup you want to face?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
yeah.
Choose his lineup.
Yeah.
And I'll change it for you. I'll change it for you if you want.
No. You keep it the same. I like this one better than the other one. You never know what Jets is going to show up. So, I would hate for you to lose by like 4 points because you played Tua or something.
Because I left the highest scoring player on the bench.
Yeah.
Did that happen before? I'm getting this deja vu feeling.
All right, so we had a couple of different picks. Recap real quick. Bill versus Pete, we all took Bill Perryman. The Devil versus Mike, we all three took the Devil. Then JLK versus CDzNuts. Me and Lumen took CDzNuts, and Bradshaw took JLK.
Justin, did you hear that?
Christy versus Bye Week.
I'm the only one that picked Justin.
Bradshaw and myself took Christy. Keep it rolling. And Man of Lou took the no longer called Bye Week, the big boy bracket Bye Week. What's up, Manders?
Justin's gonna lose.
Ouch. You heard it here first. And then me versus Lisa. Bradshaw and I both took Lisa. Better Mahomes than my auto. And the Man of Lou took me. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. And then Bradshaw versus Lumen. Bradshaw took Lumen. Me and Lumen took Bradshaw. So, to conclude our episode with the highest week, Bradshaw and I both agreed that, hey, we should have some questions for you. So, I don't know what Bradshaw's got, but I just have one question for you. How do you feel that we were not invited to Friendsgiving in Detroit?
Well, you know, it really let me know where I stand. I mean, you know, he says a lot, but I know where I stand.
So riddle me this. Who am I talking to right now?
Doing it for the fans. I like it. What you got for the Man of Lou there, Bradshaw?
So we talk about the last few weeks being kind of dark, John, and you not really getting what you had anticipated out of the draft. If you could go back, and I know you've done this in your head at least, I don't know, every time you close your eyes, who would you draft? Who would you draft top three, given what you know now?
Well, I definitely would have stuck with my guns and taken McCaffrey, number one.
That's right. You said that. You said that all the way up till draft day.
Yeah. You know, I backed out of that last few hours. I decided that, you know, wide receivers were going to have big years. And, you know, I should have stuck with taking a running back over a wide receiver because there's far less of them. And I probably would have had Keenan Allen on my team if I'd have known Calvin Ridley was going to be what he is. You know, I think he's been misused a lot, but I'm not a coach, so. But I've made some trades along the way. Probably didn't help my team. Didn't hurt my team either. I don't know. The Gibbs trade, you know, Swift has been serviceable.
Would you still take Gibbs at 3, knowing you were going to get Swift's production out of the third spot? Would you have taken that?
Yeah, I definitely would have let Gibbs go by.
Okay.
The third round pick, you know, he wasn't going to come back to me, so I had to take him where I took him. I rolled the dice on him. I tried to wait for him to come around, but with the amount of injuries I had to start the season, I had to try and find some production somewhere. So that's why he got moved to your team, and you're reaping the benefits of him right now. So, but no, I probably would have taken Keenan Allen, and I probably would have taken another. Without seeing the board, I would have taken another higher tier wide receiver right there. Over
Jeffrey Allen, and then I mean, beginning of the third round, you could have had a ton of good talent coming to you there. So
I have some regrets. I think me and Wes have talked about it a couple times. He knows I've been in some dark places the past few weeks, but you know, fantasy football. I just don't want to finish last.
That's all you have to do, man.
Yep.
No one remembers who came in 12th or 7th or 6th or 9th.
Yeah, obviously knowing what we know now, we would probably all do something different. I wish I didn't change my mind for Chase instead of Tyreek Hill, because obviously I wouldn't have Waddle. I would still have Allen. And the only other adjustment I would have made, I totally hear you about the running backs and all of that good kind of stuff, but I also told Justin, I don't know if I told you guys, but at the last minute I looked at that the Chargers and Tampa Bay had the same bye week, and I was going to take Rachaad White in the 4th, and then ended up not doing that, and I allowed that bye week talk me out of that. If I could have gotten Rachaad White, you're still looking at 2 more wins that I would have had this year. So even just making one simple thing, not even taking Tyreek in the 1st, but not letting the bye week talk me out of taking Rachaad, we're looking at a different ball game. So
Trust the process. Stick to the process. Stick to the process.
Stick to the process. Yeah.
Trust your process.
And in the words of eyebrows, hey man, just year 2. It's my 2nd year back. So all right, guys, before we wrap it up, y'all got anything else you want to add?
No, good show. Good talking to you, Lumen. As always, for real.
Yeah. It's always good talking to you guys. Might be the last time this season.
Don't say
but
let's get back to back, baby.
Back
Come on,
to
let's
back.
will it to happen.
I like it. I'm cool with that.
The only 2 times I've been on here has been against Bradshaw's. So
there we go.
All right, guys. Appreciate y'all's time. Bradshaw, y'all have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Well, of course you too, Lumen, but I'm telling him because everybody's up there. Y'all have a good holiday. Be safe, and we'll see y'all soon. Later on, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Peace.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Where did you start your Etsy channel, buddy?
Today's episode brought to you by Scrunchies.
Scrunchies and penis warmers.
Oh man,
that little tiny one over there, that one's yours, Justin.
Make a note of that. How long are we in this video here? So I can go back to this.
That thing in half.
Gosh dang it.
2 of them.
Let's see.
It's supposed to be blurred. You ain't supposed to be able to see it.
Now it's blurred. Now we can't see it.
I want to see the Etsy shop.
Cat's out of the bag, Lumen.
Hey man, we can move some product.
Y'all didn't see that clam mask back there. Woo! It's totally not that. It was a sheep.
Yeah, it looks like you're breastfeeding now. Is that something that you condition children to do, or? I mean, they have the apparatus, right? Like it goes over your shoulder.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. We're gonna start it over. Justin was gonna come in right after. Alrighty. So that seemed a little bit quicker than usual. All right. So whenever it's on you, Lumen. So whenever you're ready, you kick it off with Christy and Yash.
It is legal. All right. So, bye week against a girl has no name. This is gonna be a. Yeah, I don't know.
Start over.
Well, that was good. You don't want all that thinking?
No.
All that calculating? All the equations flying around his head?
And can you move the mic a little bit closer to your mouth, John?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna stick it in your nose or anything. Whenever you want to start without the thinking and the dead air, feel free to go.
Got it.